Today on Yackin Wit Yoni, we're going to recap Bulls Bobcats and preview Bucks Pistons, as well as a new edition of True or False. That's all right now on Yackin Wit Yoni. Welcome to this January the 29th edition. I am Ryan Yanishada. So let's kick it off with recapping last night's game between the Bulls and the Bobcats. Bulls win this one of a final of 93-85. So start off with the bullet points versus Walker keeps Cats in it. Kemba Walker was making some very deep threes in this game, able to keep the Charlotte Bobcats in it. Way to go for him. He was really the one guy that was making his shots. Ben Gordon also had some nice shots as well, but the Bulls got out to an early lead, but it was the Charlotte Bobcats really to get in, just like that New Year's Eve game where they just kept coming and coming. They were doing that again. Number 2, Nate helps Bulls pull away. Nate Robinson was hitting some big shots, getting the crowd pumped up, getting everybody pumped up. So, he's like that. He may be coming off the bench, but he's the one that really gets the team going, gets them going. Also, Jimmy Butler as well. Jimmy Butler helped very well. It was good to see Luol Deng back in the lineup. Did not know he was going to be back in. So great job for him. And also Jimmy Butler, Nate Robinson, guys that are going to be on the bench once Derrick Rose comes back and Luol Deng's fully healthy. Guys that are right now playing unbelievable. So that is really going to help this Bulls team later in the season. So again, them two did a great job. But Nate Robinson gave the Bulls that big early. And then finally, New Year's revenge. And of course, on New Year's Eve, like I just said, the Bulls lost by 10. Nothing was going right against the Bobcats that day. We covered that on this show. But the thing is, they were able to do that again here tonight. They were able to do it last night. They stepped up, but the Bulls were able to keep the Bobcats down. The Bobcats really never got close. The Bulls just kept, but you got to give credit to the Bobcats. They kept fighting and fighting, but the Bulls were able to hold on, and they win it once again 93-85 over the Bobcats. We'll be previewing their game Wednesday, or tomorrow. Every week I'll have a question to put on Facebook, Twitter, and our website. We want you, the people's feedback, and I'll read them the following Friday. You can also email them to yakkinwitYoni@yahoo.com. That is the question of the week. This week's, as you can see, is who will be the Super Bowl MVP? Who will it be? I've already got some responses. I'll be reading them on Friday's show. Now it's time for the newest edition of True or False. And today's True or False is going to go towards the Super Bowl, which is Sunday. First one, Super Bowl final will be a 3-point difference. 3 or less. What should I go with? I'm going to say false. I think it's going to be a little higher. You see them close ones. You rarely see a Super Bowl. I don't really remember one in recent history where there's one that's been really close. So I'm going to say are coming down to the final place. So I'm going to go false. I'm going to say it's going to be more than a 3-point game. And I think I'm not really sure who's going to win it. I'm going to say that on Friday. But I think really it's going to be, I think it's going to be more than a 3-point game. Whoever gets it, I think is going to dominate. Second one, Kaepernick's speed will be difference maker. I'm going to say true for that right now. I think Colin Kaepernick's speed is going to help him beat the Green Bay Packers. He didn't do it as much against the Atlanta Falcons, but I think he may do it, but he may be running into Ray Lewis, so that might be the one problem with that. But I think his speed will help. It's going to get the flow going for the San Francisco 49ers if they plan on winning the Super Bowl. So I think they're going to need his speed. They also got Frank Gore, but I think really they're going to need Colin Kaepernick's speed is going to be what helps this team. And it's going to be a big factor if they want to win. Final one, Ray Lewis will have 3 or more sacks. I'm going to say true to that too. I think he's going to have 3 or more. I think it's going to happen. It's going to be his final game, his final hurrah. There's been some drama, breaking news actually. I'll be talking about that at the end of the show. But I think what they're going to need to do is really step up. But Ray Lewis, I think being his final game, so I think he's really going to be saying, you know what, I want to go out with a bang, and winning a Super Bowl will be that. But being able to try to make contact with Colin Kaepernick might be good. And if he gets a hold of Kaepernick 3 or more times, you might not see Kaepernick finish that game. So that is the true or false. And we'll see if them are answered next week or on Sunday. Katie brings it better than ever. She dips into the entertainment and gives us some of the big stories going on. That is every Monday on Yackin Wit Yoni. She was out of town this past weekend, so we could not tape one. Hopefully we'll get her back, on Katie's Corner next week. Now it's time to preview Bucks Pistons. That'll be tonight from the Palace of Auburn Hills in Auburn Hills, Michigan. Bucks, the last time they faced the Pistons had an unbelievable game. These two teams have already met twice already, and it seems like the difference maker has been the bench of the Detroit Pistons. The last time they met in Detroit, it was a Detroit Piston victory. Carlos Villanueva, or Charlie Villanueva. Carlos is the one that just got signed by the Cubs. Anyway, he was the difference maker in that first game. The second, and also they got Brendan Knight, they got Greg Monroe. They're a young team, and it seems like they keep up with the Bucks. The Bucks put their guard down, and they're able to come up. I think the Bucks know that they need their big guy. Larry Sanders, it seems like as of late, he's not been playing well. But right now, I saw the Stanley. I did not know. I believe the Bucks are 6th seed, 7th seed right now, or they're a 7th seed, 3 games ahead of the Boston Celtics in that 8th spot. So they're in 7th. So they look pretty clear right now to have a great chance to be able to get into the playoffs. And I said in a recent True or False that the Bucks were going to bust. Right now they're playing very well under new interim head coach Jim Boylan, so I got to give them credit for that. They just got to keep doing it. They got to beat the teams that they know they can beat, and that's got to go tonight with the Detroit Pistons. It's a game that they should be able to win, even though it is in Detroit. But you got to stop Brendan Knight. You got to stop Greg Monroe down low. So hopefully Larry Sanders can shine tonight against Greg Monroe, because it's like, and also keep that bench down. Make sure that if you do, you don't let this bench score of the Detroit Pistons, because that's what's been winning them games lately, and you can't keep doing that. That game will be tonight at 6:30. No television locally for the game tonight, so you'll have to listen to it on radio 620 WTMJ. Do you want to be a guest analyst on Yackin Wit Yoni, either via phone or in the studio? Just email me at yackinwityoni@yahoo.com, or on Facebook. It will work something out. Now it's time for predictions, and as of my predictions right now, I am 1-0. Picked the Bulls to beat the Bobcats last night. I need my pen because I have some mess-ups here. Forgot to update that. So I am 1-0 on the week. And then I got Bucks, Pistons tonight from the Palace. And I'm going to go Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to win this one. I think they're going to step up. They need to play well. And for some reason, I'm thinking Larry Sanders, even though I haven't been a big fan of him, but because of the arrogance he showed, but now that he's not playing well, you'd like to see him start playing a little bit better basketball, so hopefully he'll do that tonight. I'm going to go Bucks over Pistons tonight from the Palace. Preview for tomorrow, we're going to recap Bucks Pistons, preview Bulls Bucks, which I will be at, Bucks or Blackhawks Wild, and a new Cage Talk and Thinking Chair. That's all tomorrow on Yackin Wit Yoni. Some final notes as well. Media Day is today for the Super Bowl, and Randy Moss saying he's the best wide receiver in NFL history. Also, rumors that in October, someone gave some illegal steroids, deer antler spray, which has illegal substances from the NFL, to Ray Lewis. So apparently he's denying the claims, all that stuff. So, I mean, more will come out of that, I'm sure, as the days progress. But right before the Super Bowl, I mean, he's going to have to ask some questions about that murder thing that happened before last time he was there. So, I mean, a lot of different things going on, as well as they announced this not a while ago, but I'm just figuring this out now. February 4th is the makeup date for the Bulls Pacer game that was canceled on the night after Christmas. So we will. So February 4th, that is when it is. I believe that is a 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a Monday. So that will be Monday, February 4th for that. Now to close up here. Also, I said on Facebook today that I'm going to do Yackin Wit Yoni weekly every week. I'm still not sure about that. I said I might do it. I enjoy doing this show every week or every day. It gives me something to do. It gives me my way to talk sports, even though no one's really watching it. It's still my passion. I really don't want to stop it. So I'm not sure if I want to do that. Even though no one's watching, I still love talking to the people that don't listen. So I'm pretty much talking to myself, but nonetheless, love doing it. Hope you guys continue to watch it. I think I might still doing the daily show. Okay, and also we're going to close up shop here today by recapping our over the weekend I got to see my uncle, and he's a crazy character. We're going to close it up today, finish up the show today with a little bit of him dancing the Gangnam Style in the car. So I want to close up the show with that. So it'll be going right to that after this. As I say, I am Ryan Yanishada saying this is, and forever will be, one guy, one show, enough said.
Oppan Gangnam Style. No, man, no. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Sounds like Gangnam Style. Hello, sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. flamethrower.